The holidays are here, and think back to your childhood holiday traditions. Were they just magical?
The best.
The best. And as we get older, sometimes I think it can be a little difficult to keep that magic happening, not just for us, but for the kids as well. As they get older, it can become a stressful time, I think. But we've got an expert joining us on holiday magic on the CoastLife couch today. A voice that you are familiar with, both on Coast Country and on the Duck. April Brilliant joining us.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. We love to have you.
Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I'm all about the magic. So.
Yes, you are a magical, ethereal being.
So my kids are a little bit older now. They're 19 and 21, but when they were little, we used to love to do Elf on the Shelf. You know, he came in from the North Pole and to our house, so we have Jingle Jangle Kringle. But of course, he's retired now. He's on a beach somewhere now.
Sure, good for him. You know, he worked hard all those years.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then we did NORAD. We would do the tracking of Santa. But the great thing about that, though, is people need to think, if you're trying to keep the kids busy early in the day, he takes off kind of early because, you know, it's like the next day across the world.
It's got a lot to get done, in one day.
So you got to remember. I started collecting gnomes earlier this year. Did I tell you guys the story?
A little bit.
Have you heard about it?
A little bit.
I'm a little gnome addicted now. So I was watching a certain movie, Christmas movie the other day, and I saw the cutest little idea. You can get these guys from like Amazon or somewhere, like a pack, and this is what my whole tree is of this year. And what they were doing is they were doing like an Easter egg hunt, like a scavenger hunt. So basically you hide these wherever you want, and not only do they get an ornament to take home, but then they can get a little treat.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I love that.
That's fun.
So April, when you were growing up, what were some of maybe your favorite family traditions as a kid?
Definitely one of my favorite things was Christmas Eve. We always got to open one gift.
Yeah.
So that was a big one. Let's see, what else did we used to do? When the kids were little, this is not really my childhood, but the kids, we used to stay home all day Christmas Day and stay in our PJs all day long. So that was really nice. But my fondest memory is Christmas Eve, we used to go to my grandmother's house. And we had left, we had locked the doors, we had turned off the Christmas tree and everything. But we came home, the Christmas tree had been turned on, and there was a huge package in the middle of the floor. And it said, "To April from Santa, since you've been extra good this year, here is an early gift for you." And it was a beautiful doll. And it came around, I was 8 or 9 years old at the time. And for me, that was like the most magical Christmas.
Isn't it incredible how you remember those things? I still remember those little things that Santa did growing up.
And I know you had mentioned that sort of, Elf on the Shelf, they're busy little guys when they're coming in, and they've got a lot of places to be over the 25 days throughout the house. And I know that sometimes for parents, it can be a little bit of a stressor depending on, they've got to get the kids and the elf and everybody all ready to go for the day. So what can maybe parents do to kind of alleviate the stress when the elf comes to visit?
Well, I think the one thing they need to realize is sometimes the elf doesn't fly back to the North Pole at night. So you might wake up the next morning and he might still be in the same spot. Yeah. Because maybe nothing crazy happened that day. Maybe he didn't have anything special to report. Yeah. So don't stress out if that happens, because sometimes he just needs a little bit of break. So I think that's one thing.
Definitely. And we talk too a lot about parents trying to make it before Santa comes really special for kids, but that can be stressful, that can be expensive. Are there any kind of free, fun family activities that you can even just do in your house or outside the house that you love?
I saw the coolest thing online the other day, and of course I'm finding a lot of things through other people, but that's okay. That's okay. That's all how all
You're
those
a great
good
resource.
Ideas, all those good ideas are passed on. So this was a game that they were doing with coffee mugs. So you would go and get, I guess, X number of coffee mugs, depending on how many people you have over. And you'd put them in a circle, and then underneath each one, you would have a treat. Some of the treats would be like marshmallows or jingle bells, things like that. Or some of them would have maybe a gift card, maybe some cash, and then you have a spinner in the center, and you simply spin the thing, and whichever one you land on, not only do you get the treat, but you get to keep the coffee mug too.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's so
I
cute.
like that.
And that's
So I
fun
think
too,
that
to
was
keep the
a fun
magic
one.
for older kids
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah, well, April, thank you so much for coming in and sharing all of these great ideas that I think can inspire a lot of people. So whether you've got little kids or the bigger kids, there's still fun ways to keep traditions and just that magic of the holiday season alive in your household.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Thank you, April.
And maybe you are looking for a different household to bring some magic to. That is why the Parker Group is going to introduce you to this week's Happy Place of the Week.